Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christine and I am here to announce my first ever video series, the Cannabis Series, to you guys. So this video series will include discussions on cannabis addiction and how to overcome it, the scientific findings or the current scientific research on cannabis and spirituality, or the current narratives around the spiritual benefits of cannabis-induced psychosis, cannabis and religion, or different religious views on cannabis. And we will end this video series with a discussion on the nature of cannabis. The first video in this video series, Cannabis Addiction and How to Overcome It, will be up and live on YouTube on October 9th, Monday at 9 p.m. And following that, a new video in this video series will be up and live on YouTube every Monday at 9 p.m. In addition to all of the videos in this video series, a blog post that includes all of the topics but in a more detailed written format, along with my literature review notes and links to all of the references I used in preparation for this project, will also be published alongside the last video in this video series. And the tentative date for this blog post and the last video in this video series, or I guess the conclusion of this project, will be on November 12, 2023. This date is a tentative date because this is an ongoing project, even though it has been going on for like a really long time now. So I might add in more topics as I go, or I might publish the blog post earlier than that date. But I will keep everyone posted through my videos on YouTube. I think it is extremely important to examine the perspective of the communicator when taking in external information, so you can have an idea of where this person is coming from and thus what potential biases this person may carry. And so I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna now introduce my background, my story with weed. So I basically started smoking weed after I graduated college in 2021. And since then, I have been smoking very regularly, like almost daily, for like 2 years now. And I basically went through 3 phases with cannabis or weed. So at first, the first stage was it really opened up my mind, and it had huge benefits in my life in terms of it made me see who I truly am, I guess, like at my core. It awakened me to my spirituality, and it kind of like got me back in touch with my soul and my inner child. It kind of made me see that there is much more in life than just this societal conditioning, I guess. And it awakened me to my creativity. During the first stage, the effect of cannabis on my life is just, it was purely beneficial and positive. And then it moved on to the second phase, which is where I basically went to the extreme and started smoking every single day. And then, or like very regularly, because I just thought that cannabis is only bringing me positive energies or like positive things. And so I didn't really like limit my use. And then it progressed to the third phase, which was a phase where cannabis had become purely an addiction. It had become something that is almost purely negative, and it also like started to stand in between me and my dreams and my goals. But then during that time, I had already developed kind of like a dependency on it, and also like an identity that's associated with weed. Because of my journey, even though I kind of recognized my problematic use with cannabis towards the end, I wasn't really able to give it up immediately or just be like, okay, I'm gonna quit, because at first it was really beneficial to me, and so it was really hard for me to see it as purely a negative evil thing. And for this exact reason, I started out this quest of finding out all relevant information and objective information on cannabis, hoping to find the truth about cannabis, like what's the nature of cannabis, how should we approach it, and how should we see it, etc. And my objective when I started out this quest was to find a harmonious relationship with it and be able to have a balanced relationship with it, whether that be to completely eliminate it from my life or to like be moderate with it. And let me just foreshadow a little bit. I have found my very harmonious and balanced relationship with it, and I no longer feel any attachment to it, and I have also not completely eliminated it from my life. So how I see things is that I don't want to feel controlled by anything in life, to be honest. Like when I was in the midst of my addiction phase, the result I was looking for was to be able to look at weed and only see it as like alcohol, because like I also drink, but for me like alcohol has almost like very little attraction to me. Basically, like if I go to a social event and there's drinks there, I can either drink it or not. Like I want to feel this detachment to weed. And in my addiction phase, I wasn't really sure if I could ever reach that relationship with weed, because I was so in love with it. Basically, I was like so dependent, or I had a huge attraction to it basically. But after my quest, which is like a very long time, almost like 5 months I would say, of me just like constantly looking for information, including research papers and books, podcasts, just like any information on weed, I was like taking it in, thinking about it, and now I have found it. I was able to completely shift my relationship with it into a very detached, like it's just like, oh, it's just like a substance with certain effects on me, and this certain effects led to some spiritual benefits, which we are going to talk about in one of the videos in this video series, like the potential underlying mechanisms behind the spiritual benefits of cannabis. Everything will be science-based, and everything I talk about will be linked, so you guys can go and verify it for yourself. So basically, now that I've achieved my objective, I have found my personal balance with cannabis, I am here to objectively deliver and report all of my findings, aka all of the critical information that has helped me find my balance with cannabis, with only one intention, which is to help you also find your balance with cannabis. Thank you so much for sitting through this introduction video. This project is honestly so close to my heart. It might be the project that's closest to my heart that I've put out so far in my life. So I'm like not only really proud of myself, but also I cherish this project. So thank you so much for sitting through this introduction video. And if this like the cannabis thing is something that's relevant to your life, and if you're interested in learning about it and finding your own balance with it, stay tuned, and I will see you guys every Monday at 9 p.m. Okay, that's it. Okay, love you guys, and in the meantime, oh yeah, I need to show you guys my sweatshirt. Ta-da! It's from Sackville, and it's like, yeah, a cannabis merch that I own. Sungrown. It's kind of cute. Okay. Yeah, I wore this for this introduction video. Yes. Okay. So that's it. Love you guys. Thank you guys so much. I don't know. I just want to say thank you so many times, but thank you so much for joining me on this YouTube endeavor of mine, and I really hope that this video series will be super helpful for you guys. Love you guys, and peace out.